We've uncovered reports that indicate that investigators believe the group of juveniles that's in custody are responsible for at least 4 instances of trying to carjack rideshare drivers. The final one of those attacks ended with a fatal shooting. Investigators finding a rideshare driver inside his vehicle at the end of this street.
Maybe he was just hurt. That maybe he was just hurt in a car accident or something, and that, you know, he would be okay. He would still be alive and he'd heal. But it was worse than what I thought.
And there's no way to prepare for that, is there?
No.
Brittany Cooper had been with Brandon Cooper for the last 12 years. They were married 5 years ago at the Dayton Art Institute that these pictures she shared with me show. I asked her about the last time she saw him when he headed out for his shift as a Lyft driver.
He came in to give me a kiss goodnight and to leave, and he leaned over me and gave me a kiss. He said, "I love you."
Cooper told Brandon she loved him, but never imagined it would be the last time they'd be together. Dayton police received calls a few hours later about a crash. They discovered Cooper with a fatal gunshot wound sitting inside his own vehicle. Their investigation led them to another attack on a Lyft driver 2 hours earlier, and eventually to this home where they discovered the stolen car and where they arrested a number of juvenile males. 5 different teens appeared in juvenile court the next day. We've learned the teens are suspected of 2 more attacks on rideshare drivers 3 days before the fatal shooting.
This is so urgent, bro. They just threatened my life with a gun and stole my car.
That Uber Eats driver tried to deliver food at an apartment complex address. She told sheriff's deputies, quote, "I was passing the food to a customer when a young male walked up and pointed a gun at me and threatened to kill me if I didn't get my phone to him."
They had me take him to Pawtucket, and then they pulled the gun out on me.
A different Uber driver called 6 hours later from the same apartment complex after also being carjacked. That report said, quote, "The driver begged them to allow her to keep her house keys. The suspects allowed her to keep her house keys. While removing her house keys, one of the suspects said, 'She is taking too long, just shoot her.'" Deputies and Dayton police believe the same group of 15 and 16-year-old teens took part in all 4 incidents, ending with the fatal shooting of 35-year-old Brandon Cooper.
I know him, and I did not need to be there to know that's exactly what he would have said, is that you don't have to do this.
Right.
Brittany Cooper told me Brandon Cooper was much more than a rideshare driver. He was a game designer and believed strongly in supporting other young men. She can't believe her husband is gone over something she believes is so senseless.
And we can't get him back. A car can be replaced.
In Dayton, Ohio, I'm Mike Campbell.